Sam, I'm part of a nonprofit working hard to educate suburban population across key swing states about how Republicans have weaponized the crime wave issue and the core issues leading to the rise in crime. One thing I'm always challenged by, though, is why do so many in left have either ignored or given no actual policy proposal for short-term control of crime wave in many cities, even if overall crime rates are decreasing across the country? The argument feels like something Malcolm Gladwell or likes make about being in the most prosperous time in the history of humankind.
I mean, I think the concern is obvious that you don't want to play into incarceration rhetoric.
And I think that the housing being a central focus of the left is like exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big problem now is like people think crime is increased and like, sure, there might be certain instances in certain communities where it's up. But generally, I think what they're seeing is like homeless people on the streets and they're calling that crime. Yeah.
I mean, I think that we have a structural problem in asking. Frankly, I don't know that there is a solution that involves addressing just that crime issue. Adams tried to do it in this city by putting more cops in the subway, and it didn't do anything. If anything, it exacerbated it. I mean, I don't know how you would assess, that, but let me put it this way: just on a pure data level, it didn't do anything.
Yep.
And the numbers went the other way. And so I think there has been a lot of proposals about having more social services and addressing, some of these other issues. I think, and I will also say, my sense is, and I don't have data to support this. My sense is like when there are other issues that are going on, like, when you have storefronts closing because of, COVID related stuff, and not enough support for, maintaining sort of the community through a period of time where people aren't going into this restaurant or that store or this store. You start to create a sense of almost like chaos, of that there has been that it's like sort of like the Wild West on some level. And I don't know if that contributes to it, but I imagine that it at least contributes to the sense that there's more crime. And the fact is, again, I think so much of this is COVID related that outside of getting a time machine and going back, I don't know that there is stuff to address it. If you're talking just as a purely political matter, I think people on the left should be addressing things like, and I think also from a material standpoint, more social support services. Sam's hanging chat. Sam, we need to know why your dad was sleeping on the beach. Was that just a thing to do before the internet? No, I just my dad told me when he was 16, 17, they would drive down from Worcester, go over there. There was no hotels or anything. It was just, and he would sleep. Apparently at the time you could still see the pillboxes from World War II because that was a big outpost.